We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Play fake. Murray. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
15-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he completes it to Hunt. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing is Murray on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Play action. They'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. And that's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the Panthers' 46-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It's
a gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Flush to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down.
The pass,
but they'll get it back.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 2nd and 9 now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's 4th down and goal.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange now?
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
I'm coming.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. Point lead. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And a Panther first down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Take 4. Kill.
Back to throw here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Ooh, the juke. And he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Murray buying time to his left. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Check 43.
Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right. That one is caught by Hunt. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that physician keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. Fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
37-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This is caught. And the Jags are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Rolling to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And his pass incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied. Murray fighting, lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. If you got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
44's Mike. Check. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now this time, Murray to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Jaguars 27, Panthers 3. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Panther 1st down.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Complete to DJ
25 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
27.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Watch it slap. Watch it. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Colin Johnson there, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Sometimes the visuals don't exactly work out the way you expect. They wanted to let him use his size there and float one up to him, but he wasn't able to get any separation. The DB was right on him and forced the incompletion.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down to the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
29 is Mike 29.
To throw is Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Murray off play action. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
29 is Mike 29. They gonna need some there.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Come on now. It's a big one now. It's a big one.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Steps away to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Troy Pride.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Jaguars 27, Panthers 24.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Back to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
He'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 4 yards to go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Dancing to his left. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. To throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
At the 44-yard line.
Well, what can Murray do now with his drive? 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
31-yard.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down.
And a Panther first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.